Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Lime Studios here, and welcome back to another drinks review. Today we're viewing the final flavour of one of Rubicon's new energy drink range. So this one is the Rubicon Raw Energy, and this one is going to be on the cherry and pomegranate flavour. So I got this particular can out of a random corner shop when I was up in Newcastle, actually. But I've seen you be popping up in a few more shops recently, which is good. So these are getting their way out, because the other two flavours of these are really nice, and once they have done and uploaded, I'll put the link to them in the description below once I've reviewed the other flavours of these drinks. So yes, let's give you guys a full 360 of the can. So it costs £1.29, which is, I guess it's around kind of Monster's price mark, but these are half sugar, they aren't full sugar, so I guess they got to put it up again for having a bit of sugar in there. But, you know, £1.29 for Rubicon seems a lot. But, you know, I've been really impressed with the other two flavours so far. So I do not mind paying £1.29 for this. So, yeah, we have a quite a nice colour effect on this can. So we have kind of a gradient effect going on here. So we have kind of orange in the bottom and then going into kind of reddish, pinkish at the top. And then in the middle, it kind of all fades into each cover. So really, really, you know, cool looking colour design. We have the Rubicon bird at the top. Then we have the Rubicon really, really big, the big raw logo. And again, the energy, really cool looking kind of artistic font. We have a favour at the bottom. And then we have made with 20% fruit juice. So going on the other side, you have a little bit of a story, which you'll read in a second. And then the ingredients, which we'll get to in a second as well. On the bottom, we have nothing, and on the top, everything's a standard and silver, apart from the pouring, which is finished off in a nice, shiny red. Taking a close look at the can. So, let's see. So, Rubicon Raw is an energy drink that helps you perform at your best. With 20% fruit juice, natural caffeine from green coffee beans, B vitamins, ginseng and guarana, it's here to help you make most of every day. Harness your own raw energy and live every moment. So, yeah, kind of just another energy drink, basically. And these, Rubicon is owned by Bar, if you didn't know. Right, let's read the ingredients. So like I said, these are half sugar. So these contain 4.4 grams per 100 ml. And the total can contains only 22 grams of sugar, which is really good because these Rubicons are basically rivaling the Monster Juiced. And those Monster Juiced have 50-60 grams of sugar. So this is a hell of a lot less sugar. And, well, from the other two drinks, arguably much nicer. So let's see, carbonated mixed fruit juice and flavour with caffeine, yep. So what do we actually have in the juice? So we have apple 6%, white grape 4%, orange 4%, cherry 2%, pomegranate 2%, strawberry 1%, zesty lime, it doesn't say zesty, lime 1%. So yes, interesting. And it does have a sweetener, and what is that sweetener? It is sucralose, so it doesn't contain aspartame, which is good. Caffeine content is bang on the average of 32 milligrams per 100 ml, so bang on the average, yeah. But apart from that, nothing else interesting on the can to read. So yeah, it's nice and cold. I have got a cup. I've got my new ZL Studios cup, as you can see, so it's got my YouTube on it there. And yeah, hopefully it doesn't explode over me. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't explode over me. I'm guessing the colour is going to be, well, cherry and pomegranate are both red, so it should be red. And the smell and taste, well, we'll have to find out. Right, really looking forward to this. I've really enjoyed the other two Rubicons. Really looking forward to this one. There we go. A little bit fell off there, but never mind. This is quite a big cup, normally bigger than my normal cup I review. So we'll see how it goes. Surprise, surprise with the colour. There we go. So quite a lot of foam on the top there, quite a lot of small bubbles, and not too many bubbles on the side, to be honest with you, which is not a bad thing. I generally prefer less fizzy drinks anyway. Coke and stuff like that generally can be really, really over the top, the fizziness. But yeah, so the foams have gone, or the bubbles have gone on the top now. The colour is, yeah, it's a reddish colour. It's cloudy and non-see-through. So I'll give you guys a close look at that. There you go. So let's give it a quick smell and see what we can smell. Oh my god. It smells like, it definitely got a bit of pomegranate smell in there. Definitely can't smell much of the cherry. I guess definitely more on the pomegranate side, but in a way it smells like some sort of like medicine smell. Yeah, it smells like medicine or something. Kind of like, you know, you get kind of like that fruit fruit medicine sometimes. It's just got that medicine smell. Not a bad thing, because let's be honest, anyone could drink a glass of cowpole because it tastes and smells lovely. But yeah, it smells a bit like medicine. That's weird. But anyways, guys, let's try some. Interesting. So fizzy wise, I'd say it's definitely below average for fizziness. It's definitely not super fizzy, which is good. I personally prefer lightly sparkling, which this is almost along those ranges with lightly sparkling, so much better there in terms of fizziness. But yeah, that's a weird one. It's not. I will straight away say that the other two flavors are better than this one. But I won't say any more about the other drinks. I won't spoil it for you guys. But yeah, definitely this one's interesting. Let me try a bit more. Okay. Yeah, so that's a really interesting flavour in that one. So we'll start with the sweetness wise. Sweetness, in terms of syrupiness, it's not syrupy like your American drink, so you'd have to worry about the syrupy side and kick to it. But sweetness wise, it's really not that sweet, which is, now I'm going to say it's a good thing, because like I said, you compare it to the Monster Juiced, and the fact they've got 50-60 grams of sugar, they can be really over the top. But the fact that this is probably equal to, say, Monster Sweetness for having half the sugar and no aspartame is really good, because I guess because it's got actual real fruit juice, like a lot of real fruit juice in this drink, it's like that's backing up the overall sweetness and the the sugary side to the drink. So you don't need to pack it with tons of sugar to to really make the drink stand out. So you still got good sweetness there, but I think it's just more of a natural fruit juice sweetness rather than sugar sweetness, which is good, because then you've got low sugar, no aspartame, and you still got yourself a really sweet drink. But the flavour, yes, like I said, not as good as the other two, and a bit of a shame really, because I was really hoping this one was going to be nice as well. It's still nice, don't get me wrong, but not the other two were much better. But again, without spoiling that video, but it's, and I know in the ingredients it's got apple and lime and that, but a lot of those flavors are to kind of basically make up the overall blend of the flavor, because of course different fruits are different, different prices, and some fruits are stronger than others. So you've got to bear that in mind when they're making the mixing these drinks together. So I'm drinking it, and at the beginning I get a mixed cherry flavor. Now it does taste like a mixed cherry kind of squash drink you get, kind of like out the carton, for example. So it's not pure cherry at the beginning. It tastes of a mixed cherry at the beginning, and then through the midsection of the drink and then at the ending of the drink, you kind of get again a mixed pomegranate taste to come in. And I like pomegranate juice. I like Rubicon's pomegranate juice normally on its own. I like the cherry kind of squash and stuff like that. But I think because the other fruits in that drink, they've mixed them all in together to where the cherry and pomegranate kind of are just a bit dulled down. And to be honest, I think that's a bad thing personally for this drink and this flavour, because I just think, I was expecting a really vibrant and kind of really, I don't want to use the word plush, but a really kind of what's a flourishing flavour, if that makes sense. And again, I'm trying to compare it to the other two flavours, and they, the other drinks came, without spoiling it, they were really vibrant in their flavour, but the two flavours are just a bit dull. Now, whether that's because it's a red berries drink, whereas the other two are more of like your yellow fruits, like orange and mango and stuff. So maybe because they're more on the red type of fruit, maybe that's got a bit of difference to the flavour, which I understand. And don't get me wrong, it's still got a nice, fruity, vibrant taste, but nowhere near as much as what the other flavours have. And like I said, for the most part, the cherry and the pomegranate in this drink seem to just be mixed in with a backing flavour that you can't really figure out and work out what it is. You've literally just got a duller cherry and pomegranate taste. Let me try some out the can, see if it tastes any different. Yes, you get that cherry and then that pomegranate, and then kind of aftertaste is not really much aftertaste. I guess just a bit of, the pomegranate lingers about a little bit in your mouth for the aftertaste. But overall, it just seems, the flavours just don't seem as summery as I'd expect compared to the other flavours, which is a shame. I mean, it's still nice, but but it's just not as vibrant and as summery as I was hoping it was going to be. Yeah, it's just, I don't know whether it's too red, like it's too red in the fruit juice. It's not as vibrant and stuff, but yeah, that's a bit of a shame about that one. But you know, nevertheless, like I said, it's still okay. You know, it's still worth trying out, picking up. But out of the three, that's definitely my worst. So definitely make sure you watch the other two videos when they're public and give them a watch as well. So yeah, that's the drink, and that's the final Rubicon Raw energy drink that they have currently. So what do I give that? Do I give it a thumbs up or a middle? I mean, I'm definitely not going to buy that flavour again because it's just, the other two are just so much better. I think, I mean, I will happily drink the rest of that, don't get me wrong, and it is low sugar, and at the end of the day, these are basically rather than the Monster Juiced. So you know what, I will give it a thumbs up just for those reasons, but it's just not my favourite out of the three flavours, so there you go. So as always, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget the description below for my socials. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok, or if you want to support the channel, you can consider checking out my Patreon. Minimum support is £1 to support the channel and the videos. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all later.